Hey, good morning, Kevin. There's kids coming down.
This is Ashley from Urban Freeflow. You're watching LA Muscle TV, #1 for sports and fitness. Keep it training, guys. Hey, my name's Ashley Holland. I've been doing parkour free running for 9 years now. I was going to do gymnastics, but they said it was just for girls, so I kind of went to the streets. That's me. This is...
How you doing? I'm Paul. These like call me Blue. I've been training for about 5-6 years. There you go.
Don't hold back, 'cause you woke up in the morning with initiative to move, so I make it harder. Don't hold back. If you think about it, so many people do. Be cool and look smarter.
I'm Frazer Meek. I've been training for the past 4 years.
World, the time has come to
push the button.
World, the time has come to
Push the button.
World, the time has come to
Push the button.
World, my finger is on the button.
I'm Chima. I've been training for 5 years.
Is on the button. My finger is on the button.
Push the button.
I'm Dom. I've been training for 4.5 years and started off from a martial arts background, then took it to this when I decided to jump about.
I didn't know what parkour was at the beginning. I mean, when I started, it was just from my dad. Jackie Chan videos, Bruce Lee videos, Bruce Lee magazines, Spider-Man comics, Power Rangers, all from when I was a child. And it kind of, I don't know, took it one step further than the other kids and wanted to do it myself. So I kind of made my own little discipline. Then when I saw the TV advert, when it was David Bell in Rush Hour jumping the roofs, we saw the newspaper article my dad gave me saying it was actually real. There was no safety nets and no trickery of the camera. And what it was called, that was it. My life was sorted from then on. It was just train, train, train. And then I met these guys.
I saw that commercial, that Rush Hour David Bell advert, whatever. I didn't know what he was doing, but it looked pretty cool, so thought I'd just give it a go. Found out it was called parkour. Then I met some guys in London that trained, and then just took it from there. And here I am today.
I saw the documentary Jump Britain, which featured Urban Freeflow. So me and my friend Dom, we read up on it on the internet and found some videos, and we just went out training. And a few years on now, we're part of the team that we originally saw. So just been carrying on since then.
Yeah, same. I saw a documentary Jump Britain, and I thought, they can do it. Why can't I? I mean, I came from big sporting background, like cross country running and skiing, whatever. I just thought, you know what? If I want to do it, what's stopping me? And luckily I knew someone that knew the Urban Freeflow and brought me down to Southbank, and I've been training ever since.
I sort of got kick-started the same way Frazer was saying, but it's all to do with, I looked at it as sort of something new to do, something I hadn't done before. It's different from every other sport I'd ever tried, so it was challenging and fun from the beginning, really. come from different styles. I mean, certain tricks are based on martial arts, gymnastics, dance, different sort of things like that. I mean, it's all over the place. You can take, those are where some of the moves have come from originally, but it's all about how you interpret those moves and adapt them to the environment that makes your style unique compared to everyone else's.
I mean, with a lot of us guys, we take maybe a simple backflip, simple move like a backflip, and over the years the move evolved. Instead of just doing a backflip and travelling backwards, we do a backflip, travel forwards, travel sideways, and it's all different variation of backflip. I mean, maybe 10, 20 years ago, these variations wouldn't have occurred, and it's just about having great imagination and just thinking what's possible, and how do I take this or that to the next level.
It's evolved a lot from the beginning, because originally there were, like core kind of basic moves that obviously the original people started doing with the climbing and the vaulting, which kind of just came from primal movements and stuff like gymnastics with the vaults and things. But as the sport has evolved, all people have put their own inputs in, new moves are being created, and everything's being changed and adapted, and it's very much how the way the techniques are moving is the same as the community is constantly growing as more people are in it and putting their own input in.
I always try and just step it up when I'm in the gym, I suppose. I'm trying a particular movement, and if I can, land it pretty much, 9 out of 10 times or whatever, I always think to myself, okay, I want to take that outside now. So you make sure you've got it in the gym, bring it outside, and then, when you go back in the gym, you try and one up what you did before, think of ways you can slightly change it, make it better, or make it look different or something. So you try and change it a little bit, and then if you can do that in the gym, bring it outside again. And then try it on different obstacles, or try it from something to something else, or the other way around, or just try and keep changing it up. And if you're training that way, I mean, if you're training with particular people, they might try the same move, but they do it a different way than you do, or they do something you didn't think of before. So you kind of play off each other, and that's how moves just grow,
Back with another one of those block rocking beats. Back with another one of those block rocking beats. Back with another one of those block rocking beats. Back with another one of those block rocking beats. Back with another one of those block rocking beats. Back with another one of those block rocking beats.
There's certain places, we're lucky to have a few local gyms that let us in to train in and practice different movements, but some people don't have that, so they have to sort of push for it outside. But with regards to people moving us on and not seeing eye to eye with us, we generally get seen as if we're antisocial, trying to break things, damage things, or these people don't look beyond their, what they see to be normal. We're not seen to be normal because it's something people don't usually do, because we're evolving our moving.
I think in a sense we have more respect for our environment and the walls and the railings than most of the councils do. I mean, there's holes all over London that we notice and they don't. We're like, why is this not being fixed? We need to jump around on this. But we get blamed more than the skaters, and they've got their own thing to do. I mean, we don't put wax on walls, or we don't have metal grinding plates on our shoes. We've got rubber shoes and we land softly. If the wall's not there, we can't use it. So we have to have the respect for it, otherwise we can't do what we do.
Let's go on your right.
instantly think that you know, because we're jumping off walls and stuff and we're doing what we're doing. When they see it, they just instantly think we're doing damage, you know, we're vandalising the property, blah blah blah, and doing this and doing that. I always, like, if I'm training somewhere and I get stopped by a security guard and he says, you know what lads, my boss has told me I've got to, you know, tell you guys to move on. I'm like, okay, fair enough, don't want to get you in trouble, I'll move on. But then sometimes I come out and they're like, you know, I ain't going nowhere. Yeah. Talk to me like that, I am not going nowhere. You show me respect, I'll show you respect. Until then, I'm staying right here. That's the way it is.
I think as the years have gone by, people are kind of beginning to know what free running is. It's public are much more aware of it. So the reactions have kind of been changing with that, and now people, you know, oh, you're doing that French thing, you know, you're jumping around, and they kind of, at least they're getting a basic idea that we're not there just mindlessly, you know, screwing about and everything. But you still do get the kind of odd bad reactions where, you know, oh, people don't want to be watching you doing this, you should move, and you're damaging stuff. But most people are getting quite down to earth, and some will talk to you nicely, like Blue said, but some are just really arrogant, and it's kind of not nice, because we put on a really nice, you know, we act politely to them, but they kind of don't always return it to us. And but I mean,
World, the time has come to
Push the button.
world. The time has come to
Push the button.
world.